Well, I'm sure that there's a fair amount of snobbery involved on all sides of this, but
Sure.
where a lot of classical music aficionados might look down on films as an inferior art form. So how dare you use the music for your horror film or whatever? But
Right.
in the long run, I mean, I think Kubrick's use of classical only benefited that form of music.
Oh,
Would you
you're
agree?
absolutely right. Absolutely. I mean, one of the things that's so incredible about 2001 is the amount of record sales that it generated. I mean, and these were not easily digestible pieces of classical music, with the exception of just the beginning of the Also sprach Zarathustra from Strauss. I mean, that piece goes on for like 40 minutes after that, but of course we only get to hear that opening bit. And that the idea that a soundtrack could sell like that, I think blew everybody's mind, which is why they came out with the music inspired by 2001 album
Right.
that came out after that. And then another record company said, if you like 2001, you're going to love this stuff, including a recording of the Strauss again. And it was just, it sort of, I don't think anybody realized it was going to generate money like that you would be able to sell classical music and it was going to sell like that. And of course, Wendy Carlos, before she did Clockwork Orange, experienced the same thing with Switched on Bach, which outsold all recordings of Bach up to that point combined. Like one recording of Bach on a keyboard suddenly outsells everything that had gone before it, which was just unheard of. And for me personally, as a young person, I mean, that was the first time I'd ever heard Richard Strauss. I mean, the first time I listened to that album, I listened to it obsessively. I mean, here I am. I'm like 11 years old listening to Ligeti. What an odd thing. I just should be listening to Tweenie Bop. But no, I'm listening to classical music because I was just so taken. And this is before I'd even seen the film.